Most Tableau dashboards don't fail because of the calculations, but they fail because the recruiters are not able to understand them within the first 30 seconds. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to another video, and trust me when I said that. In this video, I am gonna show you how can we make a recruiter ready Tableau dashboard. And in order to do so, I'm gonna use one of the my most favorite dashboards out there, and it is from one of my friends, one of my ex-colleagues, and he's one of the Tableau visionaries. So it's Priya's Superstore dashboard. Throughout this video, I'm gonna use some references and examples from this dashboard because I just find it to be so perfect, and we're gonna understand how can we make one similar to this, because this is definitely a recruiter ready dashboard. So let's dive into it. Number one, does your dashboard answer business questions? Now, what is very important for any dashboard is that whether or not it answers a business question. You might have the fanciest of the dashboard with the craziest of the views and charts and everything out there, but if your dashboard doesn't really answer the question of your stakeholders, if it is not helping your stakeholders to take that business decision, it is not really of much help. Whether a particular KPI is really needed or not, or whether a KPI that is highly needed is not not added onto the dashboard, your KPIs definitely should be answering the business questions, because if it is not doing so, then it's just a dashboard, just another dashboard out there. So in this example, what you can see is that it is just not a random dashboard. Here there are some right KPIs because it's a superstore data set. We have sales, we have profit, we have orders, and we have customers. So for during this timeline, we can see we have the total of sales, profit, orders, customers. We have a trend line that shows us how sales have gone up and down. Same with the profit, same with the orders, same with the customer. So as a stakeholder, it is clearly giving me a view of how all my important KPIs are doing, and whether my business is standing at the right place or not, also as compared to previous year. So overall, my KPIs are looking good. They're answering the business questions, and they're helping me take a decision if I have to at any given point of time. Number two, layout and visual hierarchy. Now, for any dashboard to be a very useful one, it is really important that it has a very good visual hierarchy, because if the visual hierarchy of a dashboard is not good enough, people would not be able to use your dashboard at all. Now, when I speak about visual hierarchy, what I basically mean is any person, when they go through a dashboard, they go through a Z pattern, which means they will go through a dashboard from left to right, top to bottom. Some exception kind, then that's something else, but generally people read anything in a Z pattern, left to right, top to bottom. If you're designing your dashboards, at the very top, please left hand side top most area, please put your most important KPIs. So over here you can see the most important KPIs are at the top, so we can see, okay, this is the overall high level view. Then comes the middle part. In the middle part you can have some trend lines, but in this particular case, okay, the trend lines are just next to each KPI, which makes sense for this particular dashboard. But in general, how it happens is, if you have your important KPIs at the top, the middle you'll be having some trend lines that will tell us about how that particular KPI has been trending over time. And then comes the bottommost part, more of deep dive, more about deeper breakdowns, segmenting, slicing, and splitting based on different dimensions and whatnot. Number three is the right visualization. Now, it is very important, and it is one of the common mistakes that a lot of people make, is by using the fanciest of the visualizations and chart. You can use all the Sankeys, you can use all the to be honest, I don't even know the name of all these fancy charts, but don't use those fancy ones. If your story, if your data can speak in simple language, please make it speak in the most simplest language. Your end goal is not to show how crazy or how innovative you are in terms of your charts, but it is to show how simply you can make your data speak a story, tell a story. So it is very important to choose the charts that the business already understands. Stick to the basics, bars, lines, tables. Obviously, if there are some cases where these basics are not able to tell that story, then obviously you can go to those fancy ones or something that closely resembles the story. But as as far as your understandability of your chart is concerned, simple charts are always the best. So here in this example, again, you can see KPIs, numbers, simplest form. You have simple line charts. I can see some ups here, some downs here. Similarly for profit, which is again very easy to understand, very easy to read. Simple bar charts, again very simple. I don't have to put some extra effort to understand this bar chart. I can see that consumer is doing well enough, better than corporate or home office. So please avoid complex visuals. Try to keep things as simple as possible, and one good chart answering one clear question is way better than 5 confusing ones out there. Number 4, visual appeal and consistency. Now when it comes to visual appeal and consistency, it is very important that your dashboard is very appealing to the eye. So it is understandable that if you're in an open source competition or something like that, then you can use all your bold colors, your fancy designs, all your crazy background and all those things. When it comes to professional dashboard, it is very important that you count on your consistency skills. Now when I say visual appeal and consistency, what I mean is your formatting should be very consistent. Your color should have a very defined color scheme. It shouldn't be like you're using shades of red, shades of blue, shades of orange, everything into the same dashboard. Colors should have some weightage. Your alignment should be good. Your font sizes should be good. So all those things should really be consistent throughout your dashboard. So again, if you look into this dashboard, this amazing dashboard I refer time and again back to, you can see how the spaces are consistent throughout for all these boxes, all these containers. The spaces are consistent. This KPI width are consistent for all these 4. The color scheme is so amazing. It's so appealing to the eye. It's not popping out. The color has been used only where it is intended to, only where it matters. Like if you want to use like highlight consumer, that's when the color is being used. So overall top-notch use of visual appeal and consistency. And also the most important thing, the font overall makes completely sense because it is consistent, and only, let's say, the values over here, the value of the KPI are of same font size, the label of the KPIs are of same font size, the versus PI are of same font size, the width of the line charts are of same size, the width of the bar chart are of same size. So this is where it this is where it shows how consistent someone can be as far as visual appeal and overall feel and look of a dashboard is concerned. Number 5, it should be fast to load and perform. Now let's say you have done everything, you have made the best dashboard in the world that answers the best of the best questions, and it has the potential to drive millions and millions of revenue and profit to your company or organization. But if your dashboard doesn't load in time, if it takes tons and tons of minutes and let's say hours to load, nobody's gonna use it. Avoid heavy calculation, avoid excessive filters, always try to optimize. Use Tableau optimizer, it's a completely different topic and I can speak for hours and hours on Tableau workbook optimization, but always make sure use techniques that are out there to make sure that your dashboard is loading faster in order for any user to come and use this dashboard again and again. I'm pretty sure that if you adhere to these pointers that I've just mentioned in this video, it'll be very easy for you to make recruiter ready dashboards and for your dashboards to go through that screening process. So with that said, if you like this video till here, please hit the like button, do share, do subscribe, and stay tuned for such amazing practical Tableau and visualization tips and tricks. See you soon.